Then Titagarh Rail Systems is surging in trade after receiving an order worth 170 crore rupees to supply 250 specialized wagons to the Defence Ministry. To discuss the business opportunity and more, we have Mr. Umesh Chowdhary, the Vice Chairman and MD of the company. Hi, Mr. Chowdhary. Good speaking to you, sir. And this big opportunity is coming into play now. Could you tell us more about this particular order that you've got of around 170 crores? And also, if you could tell us, how much does defence currently contribute to your sales mix? And where do you see that number headed?
Yeah, good morning. Always a pleasure being with you. Thank you for inviting me. So this is a very important order for us because this is for of course, it's for the freight rail system business. It's for specialized wagons, but it's from the Ministry of Defence. We have done similar wagons for the Ministry of Defence in the past. And, so this business, while it is from the Ministry of Defence, would actually get counted in our freight rail system business itself. In terms of the overall size of the business from the defence side, we are primarily focusing on the naval part of it, the shipbuilding part of it. And I think last what we declared was about 400 odd crores of orders that we had from ballpark of that from the Navy. As we had mentioned in the past that, right now, because of the traction that we have from the railway part of the business, we are really focusing on that part right now. And defense is something that we are keeping it as the additional lever, which we have announced to, if required, look for a strategic partner to grow that business as well. But right now, the focus is primarily on the railway part.
Okay, so just to revise that number, how much is it contributing now in percentage terms?
So the total order book that we had announced was about 28,000 crores. So this is about 400 crores. So it's not a very significant
400 crores.
Number. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Can you tell us, defense, how much does it contribute to your sales at the moment? What is the kind of potential that you see in the defense space, say, over the next 12 to 18 months?
So defense is not a very large part of our business right now. As I just mentioned that about out of 28,000 crores, the defense business would be hardly about 350 to 400 crores. And the similar is the story as far as the revenue or the profitability is concerned. But what we do see is that the defense can be a very significant part, maybe 3-4 years from now. So we are kind of keeping this as the reserve engine for growth. Because the two engines that we have, the passenger rail side and the freight rail side, are really firing full gun. So we are focusing on that and utilizing that to grow at this point of time. And the defense will really be the third engine of growth that will come in post that. And we are continuing to kind of keep that on slow fire right now.
So can you tell us what is a new order bidding pipeline? What kind of opportunities do you see across the board, right? Whether it is orders from the government, private sector orders, what can we expect over the next 12 to 18 months?
So the railway side of it is very, there are new opportunities that are coming up on a regular basis. There is a very good traction that's happening. Of course, we will see some slowdown in the next couple of months because the model code of conduct, when that comes in, then obviously the public procurement slows down. But then, post that, I think we are going to come back with a real bang, hopefully, and the infrastructure spend that is likely to be there is hopefully going to be of a different magnitude altogether. With the new Viksit Bharat and India looking at becoming the third largest economy in the world, the infrastructure boost is going to be quite substantive. So, there are a number of tenders that we have participated, number of tenders that have been issued, both in the freight side, both in the passenger side. But we would definitely talk about them once, as and when we kind of successfully win some contracts. We'd not like to talk about them prematurely. Okay,
got it. All right. Sir, if you could give us a few more details. Currently, you're going at a run rate of close to 1,000 crores per quarter, very roughly. How do you see growth shape up from here on this base of what you're going to do in FY24? What is the growth you look at?
So, if you look at the mix of the two business segments that we have right now, majority, almost 90% plus of our revenue comes or approximately 90% comes from the freight rail side. And passenger is a business that is just going to pick up, whereas the order book, if you look, is almost equally divided between the freight and the passenger side. So on the passenger side, so while on the freight side, we will be, as we had announced, we've already touched 1,000 wagons a month in December. So we've kind of broken the glass ceiling, broken the mental barrier. Now the next target is to stabilize from the 700, 750 wagons per month average level to 1,000 wagons per month average level, which we should be able to do in the coming financial year. And then the passenger side starts delivering revenue both on top line and bottom line. And that would happen in the later part of FY25, because that's when the Surat, Ahmedabad and Vande Bharat will start into production. The first train, of course, of Vande Bharat is likely to be delivered in June 25. So, that is going to be the big turning point for the passenger side when the Vande Bharat.
Okay, so once that happens, what will the contribution be for your revenues purely from Vande Bharat in year 1 and year 2?
So according to the contract, we have to deliver the first 2 trains in June and August 2025, and thereafter it will gradually ramp up to approximately 2+ trains per month, which will, I think, if my memory serves me correct, will be in about a year, 16 months time that we will hit that run rate. So it's going to be a gradual ramp up from June 25.
Okay. All right. Final question, sir. You said there's a possibility you look at bringing in some kind of strategic partner in the defense vertical. At what scale would you look at bringing, someone in? And also, what is the time horizon for this?
We had announced this a couple of months ago that the board has decided that we'll be looking at this possibility. We are working on it. It will take a little while, but maybe in the next 6 months to 12 months. So there's no kind of definitive timeline that we have put to it, but there's something that we are exploring.
Okay, Mr. Chowdhary, good speaking to you as always. You're speeding ahead, so to call it. Stock market as well as liking it with regard to the announcements you've made. And as we speak, the stock is up close to around 5%. We look forward to having a chat with you in the coming weeks as well. For the time being, though, we'll slip into a short break. You come back, the markets are as flat as can be. Prakash Gopal joins us to give us some trading strategies.